he has a lineup too because you guys aren't official. Therefore, you know, he talked to multiple chicks. And that's why sis calling your phone. Not Squad, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Nayel. Make sure you press that red subscribe button down below and you press that bell so you don't miss a thing your girl posts. What's going on, y'all? So this is exciting. This is exciting because this is the first episode of a new segment we are calling Ask Nye. So basically what it is, I allow you guys to send me in questions or scenarios that have to do with relationships, entrepreneurship, if you're into, like, you know, business questions, personal life questions, family questions, and you will give either my advice, my opinion, my outlook on it, what I think, and what are my thoughts. Disclaimer, I'm by no means a relationship counselor, therapist, life coach, mentor. I don't label myself as any of that. I am just Nye from the Spice Squad, leader of the Spice Squad. Just giving my opinion on what I think, or, you know, what my thoughts are, how I would look at it. If I were in your shoes, what would I do? How would I be thinking? How would I be approaching things? So that's what that is. So in order for you guys to be featured on one of these episodes, which I would like to put out once a week, or depending on how the questions come in, it might be every other week, once a month, or whatever, however the case may be, depending on how you guys respond to it. And to start off, we got a really good response. But you will send me either a direct message via my Instagram, which is down below, or you can send me an email, which my email is also down below. You can remain anonymous. I will not say your name unless you do want to be shouted out, and then I will shout you out. I will shout your Instagram out, etc. Okay? So I'm going to read you guys a little blurb of what they sent me in, and then we're going to respond and react, okay? And I am interested in everyone's feedback. This is out here for me to respond, for you guys to put your 2 cents in if you are interested, if you have thoughts, if you've been in the similar situation, okay? All right, so I got my drink. It's water. So I'll be sipping on my drink, so get y'all drink so we can listen. It's no tea, no shade, okay? All right, first one that someone sent in. Hey girl, you know me, but they don't, and I want to keep it that way. LOL. But I have a question for you. Have you ever had a female call you asking why your number is in her man phone? Cashed out voice. Okay. Signed, the Third City girl. This girl is crazy. Yes, because I do know her. She remained anonymous. She just wants y'all to know she's the Third City girl. And have I ever had a female call me asking me why my number is in her man phone? She didn't call him man, but we gonna just, you know, edit some things. Have I? I've never directly had anyone call me asking me why my number is in their man phone. No. I'm not going to say I haven't been in any messy situations, because I've been in some very messy situations, some triangular situations, some square situations, a lot of different situations, but I've never had a female call me asking me why my name and number was in her man phone. But however, sis, I feel as though sis is calling you, trying to check you about your number being her man phone, because one, she's insecure in her relationship because she's going through his phone. Why is she going through his phone? Things aren't adding up. Let me see what's up in his phone. And you may be one of the many girls that's numbers in his phone. She might be going down the list. She just was at you at that time. Two, I'm not sure of the situation of why he has your number. That could just be your bro. That could be your family. She don't know. Or that could be one of the many guys in your lineup. You know? And if that's the case, if he's a man in your lineup, you got a lineup, let's assume he has a lineup too, because you guys aren't official. Therefore, you know, he talked to multiple chicks. And that's why sis calling your phone. Not that you ask why she calling your phone. You ask if. I am telling you if I have, which I haven't. But I'm telling you probably one of the many reasons why she is, you know, calling you, trying to check for you. You didn't say she came to you as a woman. But I feel as though that's one of the scenarios or one of the things that would be categorized as coming to you as a woman, because she came to you as whoever she was and was like, you know, why is your number in my man's phone? I mean, I don't know what she was looking for. Like, cause that's bro, or that's gang, or that's bae number 3. What's up? Like, why you wanna know? I don't know. But city girl number 3, nah, that never happened to me, but sis try to come to you as a woman. Alright, second scenario. We have 3. I will limit them to 3 just not to make the video too long and just to keep you guys' attention for as long as I can, but making it juicy and good. Okay, she says, hey Nye, I could really use your advice on this, or maybe your opinion. I've been with my baby father for about 8 years, all through college, off and on. We had a baby, and something that bothers me is that every time him, our son, and I are together and someone calls him, he always says, I'm with my son, or I'm in New York. He never mentions me or says, I'm with my girl. Mind you, I feel like he never really claimed me, and we've been through a lot. Okay. Signed Spice Squad. Okay, sis. So it seems as though what she's basically saying, just to sum it up and recap it because I wasn't reading it fluently. Sis has been with a dude off and on through college to now for about 8 years. Through the 8 years, sis and the guy have had a baby, and she's saying that they've been through a lot. We're not sure exactly what a lot is, but I'm sure like that is the reason for the up and down and off and on. And every time they're together and they're with their son and someone calls him and she's saying, he never mentions her or like where he's at. Like, I guess if somebody's asking like, where you at? What's up? What you doing? He is saying, I'm with my son, or I'm in New York. He's not saying, you know, with my girl, I'm with my family, or whatever. And she wants to know how we feel about it, or how I feel about it. First things first, some might think like, that is childish, that's petty, that's not a big deal. But when you say you guys have been through a lot and you've been on and off, I can tell that there is some insecurity within a relationship. Like, you don't feel secure in a relationship, and that's why something as small as this bothers you. And I understand, because I've been there, and I know. Like, what you mean? Like, oh, you out? Why you not? Oh, I'm with Nye, I'm with my girl. What's up? So he's not acknowledging you when people call or tell, and you're saying he never really claimed you in any way. So is something going on? Like, should you see that as a red flag? I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. If you guys were off and on because you guys been through a lot in the beginning, if those things were never really cleared up and solidified, you probably shouldn't have moved forward. Not saying that anything you did was wrong, just saying like, if y'all didn't patch things up in the beginning and make some things clear and get over those first 4 years probably of college of off and on, if you guys didn't settle those things and close those things and move on past those things, then everything stems from there. So I'm not sure exactly what you guys have been through and what the on and off consists of, but if he cheated, you caught someone with another girl, or he caught you with another guy, or something of that nature, or like girls on the phone, or talking to multiple people, yada yada yada. If it was something like that, and that is never, and you never really got over it, or he never really got over it, all of that is still traveling. So it's like this big garbage bag. You're throwing things in there. Every time that something happens, you're throwing it in, throwing it in, throwing it in, throwing it in, throwing it in. You try to get over it, but you still lingering on it. You don't completely forgive. You're definitely not forgetting. You're not letting it go. It's still lingering there, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, so when his homeboy or anybody call, like, yo, what you doing, where you at? Oh, I'm with my son. You in the back of your head like, who that? Girl, what they checking for? They trying to link up with somebody because you not claiming me, because you did this, you did that, we went through this, we went through that, we went through this, we went through that. And I feel as though, I'm not sure exactly how old you guys are, but he should understand that those little things he needs to, I feel like, do to make you feel secure. If he has given you, mind you, I'm just talking hypothetically because I don't know all the details. If he has given you a reason to feel insecure about your relationship because he has done something, he should be doing things to make you now feel secure. He has to do the extraness. Even though that's something tiny, it shouldn't really matter. Oh no, you're gonna have to do that now because you're making up for the things that you have done. Granted, I have gotten over it, but there are certain things that he needs to do to make you feel secure again. And if he's not man enough to do that, and if he doesn't care about you that much to do that, it's time to cut, bull. Period. And I get like certain things, like you think like, oh, that's too much, like I'm not doing that, she tripping or he tripping, whatever the case may be, because vice versa, if it was the girl's fault and then the guy may be calling you, checking on you all the time, and you don't really like somebody always calling and checking on you, like, bro, I just told you, like, why are you clocking my every move? That might be something you have to do now, because you got caught up before, you were lying, then you were cheating, and this whole fire came out of this situation. All right, well, now you're going to have to do some backpedaling, and you're going to have to do some making up until we can regain that trust again. So, you know, if that trust is broken, whoever has broken the trust now has some extra stuff and some extra steps to take in order to regain your trust and make you feel secure in the relationship again. Mind you, I am not a relationship advice, like, I'm not a relationship advice therapist. Like, I don't have the best of relationships, but I'm just speaking on experience and friends' experience, family's experience, and things that, like, you know, I've been through. So, and you asked my opinion, so this is just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with this. Comment down below if you have your own thoughts about it, because I can really see, like, a guy, even myself, like, if I'm on the phone and they like, why you ain't say you was with me? Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, it literally could have crossed my mind. I'm just like, yeah, I'm in Delaware. Yeah, I'm in Philly. Like, what's up, we in Philly? I'm in Philly, or whatever. Why you ain't say me and you in Philly and where we about to go? Mind you, because I might not want to tell that person everything that I got going on my step-by-step, because I might know that this person want to link up or this or that. You know, I might not be saying something for certain reasons that has nothing to do with bae. However, if I know that he caught me talking on the phone with somebody and lying about where I used to be and what I used to do when I was with him, because this was somebody I was messing with, I would understand why he would feel as though I need to be like, yeah, I'm with baby, we about to do this. Like, what's up? What you need? Because just so he feels secure and he doesn't have flashbacks when that happens again. Does that make sense? So I might have to take the extra steps just to make sure my baby feels secure in our relationship, because I made a mistake and I don't want to lose him. So I need to do what it takes. Granted, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be making up for the rest of your life. But I need to do this right now because I'm rebuilding trust, because so much damage has been done. And sometimes too much damage has been done. Sometimes there's just way too much damage. And you have to know when to walk away. Granted, I don't know if you're there. I don't know if you're there. And I could be speaking to other people too. Sometimes too much damage is done and, like, you can't repair anymore. Sometimes you have to start over. So too much damage, like, think about a house being burnt down and you can't fix it. It's too much damage. Half the house is ruined. We need to just knock it all down and restart. That doesn't mean we're restarting with the same house either. Okay? Sometimes you have a broken window, you have a leaky faucet, you have a hole in the wall. We can patch that up. We can fix that and replace. But sometimes it's just too much damage, and you have to know when to walk away, when to start over, when to rebuild, when to take some time to yourself, rebuild yourself up, get yourself secure, because a relationship can really make you insecure and break you down, and you just get lost and you don't even know who you are anymore. I might have went too deep, but that is my opinion and my thoughts on the situation. So I hope that helps. And secondly, lastly about the situation, relationships, good relationships, relationships that are for you and sent by God. Y'all know me. I'm going to talk about God because that's just who I am. So if you don't want God put in a situation, because it may and it may not be put in a situation when I give you my advice or my opinion. Anyways, anything God, like, sends you and has for you, it's not going to be confusing and it's not going to hurt you. Now, it may not work out and it might challenge you because it's something you might need to learn from it, but it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you and break you down and make you sad, if that makes sense. And it's not going to confuse you. So if you feel so much confusion about a situation, that's not from God. You should feel peace about a situation. And if you have total confusion, you need to step back and just reevaluate something. Okay, y'all. Last one that I'm going to speak on. This says, hi Nail. First, I want to say you're truly an inspiration, and I admire your work ethic and drive to go after everything you desire. Thank you. That's so sweet. My question for you: how did you know what business venture you wanted to embark on? I want to start my own business, but I don't know what I want to do or where I want to start. But I know I don't want to work for someone my entire life. signed help. Okay, like I said, that's the last one. I love this question. So, child, I did not always know what I wanted to do. I didn't even know for a while that I wanted to be a business owner and that I wanted to have my own business and be my own boss. I am now my own boss, but I will be my only boss in the future. But I didn't always know. And it hits people at different times in their lives. Some people know at the time that they can comprehend that I'm gonna be a boss, I'm gonna be my own boss, I'm my own business. Some people find out later in life. I didn't always know what my passion was. Like, even with YouTube for me has been such an amazing outlet. It is like a hobby. It's something I love to do. It's fun for me. It's an outlet. It's something I'm passionate about that I stick on top of because, like, I want to be great at it because I love doing it. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun. LightFit. So, and then this wasn't my first business that I embarked on. The first thing I ever tried to do was sell shirts. I'm sure you guys remember, if we go back, I used to sell shirts. And I had Be the Light Wherever You Go, and then I did Faith Over Fear, and that didn't all the way work out for me. I started it, but then I stopped it. I didn't have it all the way together. Then my girlfriend and I, my best friend and I, we started something, put money into it. I know she's gonna watch this, she's gonna kill me, because we never really got back to it. Like, we started it, we were like all in, we were super hyped during the pandemic, and then something like a tragic thing happened, and then everything stopped, which was necessary. Something tragic really happened. And then we were talking about getting back to it, but like, we didn't. And I truly believe that's because that probably wasn't for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably just wasn't what we were supposed to do. Or not at that time, not in that season, because that doesn't mean that it can't happen. And then I started working out, buying all these workout clothes. Mind you, remember, I started doing the shirts before. I was buying all these workout clothes, but I'm just reminding you, I started doing the shirts at first, which didn't work out all the way. And then I'm like, maybe I can start my own business. And then LightFit, right? LightFit is where we're at and where we're going to be at. LightFit came from being the light. Being the light came from YouTube. Be the light wherever you go, right? That's like my brand, like LightFit, being the light. Being the light is what I represent, right? And that's my brand. So I'm like, LightFit. I'm thinking Be the Light. I can call the workout line LightFit, fitness wear. But what do I want to LightFit to represent? I want it to represent being the light, like wherever you go, which is tied to YouTube, which I did on my shirts. It makes sense. Like, I'm doing clothing right now, I'm doing apparel, but I started off with the shirts. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, my camera has shut off and I lost my train of thought. Sorry, because I was really in a groove. Like, I was really into what I was talking about, but maybe that was cue for me to stop rambling and get more to the question. But I feel like I was giving y'all background. Long story short, I was saying all that to say I didn't always know that I wanted to have a business. I also believe that not everyone is meant to be a business owner. And that's no shade and that's no shot towards you, because I didn't even know that I was supposed to be a business owner until recently. I also believe in, praying and talking to God and listening for God to guide me and confirm the things that I think I know and I want to make sure are right for me and the path that I'm supposed to be taking. And this is what clicked. I believe that starting a business, like the business that you are starting and that you are venturing onto, should be something that you're passionate about. Like, you should have a passion for it. It's because it shouldn't feel like work. Although it's work and you get tired, you get exhausted, you're up all day, you have long nights. You should get barely any sleep because you're just working so much on your project and on your business. So I'm not saying hard like that. I'm not saying it's not work, like as far as that work, because it's gonna take some hard work. But it shouldn't feel like something you don't want to do. It should feel like something you're passionate about, something you can be creative with, something that, when you're doing it, at the end of the day, even when you're tired, your feet are swollen, you just want to go to sleep, you're happy. Like, you're happy, like, I got that done. Like it's a happy exhausted. Like I'm glad I got everything done. It turned out how I wanted to turn out. I figured this out, I figured that out. An example, when I do my photo shoots and stuff, I put a lot of time in them, I put a lot of effort into them, I have a vision, and I get it done. It's long days. I'm exhausted, my feet hurt, I'm tired, but I feel good. Like I feel good. I feel like that is the feeling you should have about, you know, your business. It shouldn't feel like work. So make sure it's something that you're passionate about. I'm so passionate about my brand, about LightFit, about being the light. It's my life in a sense. Like I live out what I represent, if that makes sense. Like I try to the best of my ability. I do fall short because I'm not perfect, but I do try to represent being the light and like how I live my life, how I run my brand, how I pick out things for my business. I don't know if I'm just talking right now, but let's get back to your question. How did you know the business you want to run? Okay, so like I didn't all the way know, it just came to me with the things that I'm passionate about. It all came together like a puzzle. That's how I realized what I wanted to do as far as my business. So as far as you not knowing what you want to do, or what venture you want to embark on, but you know you want to be your own business owner, right? Start writing stuff down. Start brainstorming. What are you passionate about? What do you love doing? Anything you love doing that you feel like is not like you just are passionate about can be a business. It can be a business. If you like to eat, that could be a business. Create a YouTube channel. Eat on camera. People love that stuff. If being a mom, if being a parent is something you're passionate about and you love, and you actually have a kid, that can be your business, because you can make a YouTube channel and be passionate about that. If makeup is your thing, if designing is your thing, like you can make that a business. You gotta you have to put the work in. When I created my business, I talked to maybe 2 people, and then I went off and found my groove. Like I had to figure things out on my own. I have made mistakes, many mistakes, but I'm learning. I don't bother too many people. I ask for help when I need help. Just like, how did you go about doing that? I'll ask people for contacts, and sometimes you could be scared. Like I was scared to like ask people certain things because I didn't want them to think that I was taking the easy way out. They might not want to share their connect or their contact on how they did X, Y, and Z, or who they got a contact with. Like I was scared. But don't be scared. People are nice. There are some mean people, but people are nice. They're not going to do the work for you, but they might lead you in the right direction. And I know that's what I've gotten from the people that I connected with. They will lead me in the right direction. And I won't expect them to do the work for me, and I won't ask them to do the work for me. So I hope that answers your question. That's just like, you know, my look on how I embarked on my journey and how I came to terms with the business that I wanted to do, and what I think about you being kind of like not in the know. You got to figure out what you're passionate about, what you love, and make that a business. Period. So that ends the segment of Ask Nye. Let me take a sip. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions, scenarios, and wanting my advice, opinion. Hope you guys received the information. It was given with love. I hope I didn't offend anyone. It's definitely given with love and, you know, honestly, and what I really think off the top of my head. I looked over your questions once, and then this was the second time. So yeah, please send in more questions, more scenarios. I don't care if you send in a question every day, every week of the same person. Send me some stuff. Let's get this Ask Nice segment on and popping and get into the tea. I would like to have people come on and kind of go through the scenarios with me so we can get their advice too, but that's coming in the future as soon as we get this up and rolling. Send an email, send a DM, and yeah. Let me know down below what you guys think, and also comment down below if you have opinion or if you can relate to the scenarios that people have asked, and like let me know what you think, or let them know like your advice, because it could come better from somebody else. You might have actually been in it, etc. Okay, all right, y'all. So y'all know what I always say: be the light wherever you go, because wherever you go, the light shine. Follow. Love you guys so much. Bye.